Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we'll be just doing something a little bit different from my usual content. So for this video, we'll be discussing several popular theories about the upcoming Sonic movie 3 and how likely they are. And with that, let's get on with the video. So our first theory for today is whether or not Sonic 3 will quote-unquote cap that kid. Now, many fans are wondering what will happen with Maria Robotnik, or more specifically, how her death will be handled. Some fans are even going as far as to say that they'll leave the movie theater if she doesn't die. Now, Paramount probably wants to keep that PG rating, so it is possible that Maria will get killed off screen, but by the looks of the trailer, it is more likely that Gunn will either be indirectly responsible for her death or framed entirely. Perhaps Gerald will be so overcome with grief that he frames Gunn to get Shadow to help him enact his revenge. So, it seems very likely that Maria will die. We just have to wait for further information to come out. Now, our second theory for today is, how is Gerald Robotnik alive? Now, if you've ever played Sonic Adventure 2, you probably know who Gerald Robotnik is. If not, then let me explain. In Sonic Adventure 2, Gerald was the lead scientist in Project Shadow and Dr. Eggman's grandfather. It looks like they will keep that part for the movie from what the trailer has shown us so far. However, Gerald's time was 50 years ago, and Eggman looks like a middle-aged guy, so around 50. So how is Gerald alive? Because he should be around like 100 years old. So this caused many fans to speculate how he is alive during the movie. One theory is that he was placed in a cryogenic sleeping pod by Gunn similar to Shadow, or he froze himself. Another theory is that the movie will involve time travel, which would explain the wormhole in the trailer. Shadow may go back in time to try and find Maria, which could be where Eggman meets Gerald. We'll just have to wait until the movie comes out later this year. So our third theory for today is whether or not Tom Wachowski will die. Now, if you've ever seen the Sonic movies before, you know that Tom Wachowski is one of the original characters in the movie franchise, and he's become one of the most beloved characters, which is why this theory concerns many fans. In the trailer, we see Tom in a gun uniform while laying on the floor next to other gun soldiers, as well as him screaming Sonic's name. We also hear Sonic say, "What did you do?" in an angry tone, followed up by Shadow saying, "What I had to." All the evidence provided by the trailer so far makes this theory somewhat plausible, especially if the third movie will be the final installment in the franchise. However, it will be a lot harder for Sonic and Shadow to team up at the end of the film if this theory is true. Plus, like I mentioned earlier, Paramount most likely wants to keep this PG, so it is also possible that they will just do a fake out where he's still alive or he just gets really badly injured. Okay. Now, for our fourth theory, we're going to be discussing the likelihood of Metal Sonic and Amy making an appearance in the third movie. Now, many fans are eager to see more characters from the games appear in the movies, specifically the adventure games, as Sonic Movie 3 will be based off Sonic Adventure 2. A large portion of the fanbase wants Rouge the Bat for reasons, but even more fans want Amy and Metal Sonic. The reason being for this is that Amy is the one who actually convinces Shadow to help stop the Ark's collision course with the Earth. And Metal Sonic because he would serve as a good final boss for the movie, as many fans, including myself, doubt that the Bio-Lizard will be included in the film. However, this may be a hot take, but I personally think that Amy and Metal Sonic should be reserved for the fourth movie, as it may be too much to include in a 2-hour-long movie. Either way, I still think that the movie will be great no matter if Amy or Metal Sonic appears. Now, our final theory, we're going to be discussing which character or characters will show up during the credits of the third movie. According to a reliable source known as Daniel RPK, who I'm sure many of you have heard of, the Chaotix Detective Agency will appear at the credits. Apparently, they almost showed up in the Knuckles TV series, but that probably would have taken up too much of the budget and the show's runtime, so they were taken out last minute. They are technically canon, as we saw them in the background of a prequel comic to Sonic Movie 2. This does make this very plausible. However, it is also important to consider Metal Sonic and Amy, as they are much more well known than the Chaotix. If Metal Sonic and Amy do appear in the credits, then it's much less likely that we'll see the Chaotix in the fourth movie. It is still possible, but it is also very unlikely. It is very likely that they'll be in their own spin-off show or in a Shadow spin-off show if they do make that, which I think would be pretty cool. I'm sure many fans agree with me. But yeah, that's about it for this video, guys. So, alright, let me know if you enjoyed this and would like to see more theory videos in the comment section down below. I had a lot of fun making this, and yeah, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Tell me if you want a part 2. So yeah, goodbye everyone, and I'll see you later.